Great news coming out of Camp Nou. Barcelona's finances have officially moved beyond the stable phase into a positive phase, giving the club more freedom in the transfer market. But just as Barca looked to strike, Arsenal have made a £7.6 million contract offer to hijack a £53M rated target the Catalans were eyeing. Stay tuned as we break down this financial breakthrough and the latest transfer battle with the Premier League giants. Barcelona's economic situation over the past few years has not been anything to boast about, as the Blaugrana have struggled to make ends meet and found their hands tied on the transfer front. Signing Dani Olmo and Pau Victor last summer and struggling to register the players was perhaps their lowest point, but Joan Laporta and company have been working hard to turn the situation around and undo the damage done by the previous board. In a recent report by Morningstar DBRS via Marca, the latest update on Barcelona's financial situation has been brought out, and it comes as massive news that the outlet proclaims the team's credit capacity has finally moved from stable to positive, moving past a difficult period. As explained in detail in the report, Barcelona issued approximately €1.5 billion in debt in 2023 through bonds and loans for the renovation of the Spotify Camp Nou. It also relays that the club projected an income of €761 million in 2014, which was alarmingly only 3% less than the income in 2023 owing to the transfer to Montjuic, which hit the economy hard. Salaries, moreover, took up 70% of all income in recent years. Barcelona's financial situation has taken a major turn for the better. Under Joan Laporta's leadership, the club has cut staff costs, renegotiated player contracts on more favorable terms, and for the first time in 4 years, achieved a positive EBITDA. This financial rebound, paired with the club's return to the Spotify Camp Nou next season, has shifted their status from stable to positive. Not only is positive free cash flow now expected, but the club is also showing signs of being able to reduce its debt. According to Morningstar, if Barcelona finishes at least second in La Liga and reaches the Champions League quarterfinals, revenues could hit €1.1 billion by 2027. Between 2025 to 2029, salary expenses are projected to stay at just 55% of total income, while EBITDA is expected to reach €90 million in 2025 and grow to €100 million in the medium term. Arsenal makes £7.6 million contract offer to sign £53 million star ahead of Barcelona. Arsenal have made a contract offer worth £7.6 million a year to Athletic Bilbao winger Nico Williams, according to reports in Spain. Mikel Arteta is keen to strengthen in the wide attacking areas this summer and has identified Williams, 22, as a top target. Williams enjoyed another productive campaign for La Liga side Bilbao and has also been linked with Barcelona, Chelsea and Bayern Munich. Arsenal are working to bring a new striker to the Emirates Stadium, holding talks with Sporting Lisbon's Victor Gyökeres and RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko. But a winger is also at the top of Arteta's wishlist, and Arsenal have made a decisive move for Williams, according to Sport. It is claimed the Gunners are offering Williams a contract worth £7.6 million a year, more than Barcelona are willing to pay. Arsenal have also indicated they are ready to meet Williams' €62 million, £53 million, release clause, though the winger still has his heart set on a move to Barcelona. In fact, another report from Sport says Williams has ruled out leaving Athletic Bilbao for any other club other than Barca. With that in mind, Williams is now expected to either head to the new camp or sign a contract extension at Bilbao, the club he first joined at the age of 11. Nico Williams is showing a strong desire to stay in Spain and has already held positive discussions with Barcelona. The club is open to signing him, but only if the deal makes financial sense. Hansi Flick is personally involved too. He's spoken directly with Williams and urged him to join the La Liga champions. Reports suggest Williams is even willing to accept a lower salary just to fulfill his dream of playing for Barca, where he would reunite with several Spain teammates, especially his close friend Lamine Yamal. However, things aren't so simple. Barcelona are also tracking Luis Diaz and Marcus Rashford. Diaz is Deco's top target, but Liverpool are unwilling to sell. Rashford, on the other hand, is available for around £40 million and has gained attention again after a strong loan spell at Aston Villa, following his fallout with Manchester United's coach Ruben Amorim. Even though Williams may be a more affordable and long-term option, staying at Athletic Bilbao isn't off the table either. The club has already offered him a new contract with improved wages and a higher release clause. Still, with interest from top clubs like Barcelona and Arsenal, Bilbao understands Williams might choose to move on this summer. Barcelona's financial health is finally in a positive phase, opening the door for big moves this summer. But the competition is real. Arsenal are not backing down, offering big money to land a player Barca also want. Who do you think will win this transfer race? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a moment of the Barca rebuild. Big breaking news from Camp Nou. Barcelona are moving fast in the summer transfer window, and we've got 3 major updates you don't want to miss. First, the club is holding important new negotiations for Nico Williams, with Hansi Flick reportedly pushing hard to bring the Spanish star to Barcelona. Meanwhile, despite interest from Manchester United, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen is set to stay at Barca and continue as club captain. And finally, it's official, Barcelona will announce their first summer signing this Tuesday. Stick around as we break it all down, who's coming, who's staying, and what it means for Barca's future. Athletic Club winger Nico Williams and Barcelona. The saga from last summer has returned with force in the last few days, and shows no sign of slowing up. On Friday it was reported that Williams' agent, Felix Tinta, met with Barcelona director of football Deco, and now they have been placed in pole position for his signature. Williams, 22, was supposedly off the agenda for Barcelona as recently as a few weeks ago, but the latest is that the Basque winger has made it clear he is enthusiastic about a move to the Catalan Giants this month. As of Monday morning though, Liverpool winger Luis Diaz was still being cited as Barcelona's top priority, and President Joan Laporta seemingly has a series of doubts about moving for Williams this summer. In his corner is the not insignificant desire of Lamine Yamal to unite with his Spain teammate at club level. Bayern Munich have been clearly informed of Barcelona's stance. The club has made its position known, and now it's up to Bayern to respond. According to Florian Plettenberg of Sky Sports Deutschland though, Barcelona are now leading the race to sign Williams. Following on from previous reports that Williams could decide to either move to Barcelona or renew his deal with Athletic rather than go abroad, Plettenberg has announced that the Blaugrana are ahead of Bayern Munich, Arsenal and Chelsea. Laporta is now analyzing the deal to work out if the deal is financially valuable, and whether they can register him if they do sign Williams. Manager Hansi Flick is supposedly determined to sign him, and Bayern have been informed that Barcelona are in pole position, and if they do move for him, are expected to get a deal done. Breaking FC Barcelona currently have the best chances in the race for Nico, ahead of FC Bayern, Arsenal and Chelsea. Important new negotiations have taken place over the past 24 hours. Joan Laporta is now assessing whether a transfer is feasible and if Williams can be registered. If Barcelona get the green light, the move is expected to go ahead. Hansi Flick is determined to sign Williams. Bayern have been informed and are now waiting to see if Barcelona can complete the transfer. Hansi Flick is eager to bring Nico Williams to Barcelona and sees him as a key addition to strengthen the squad. It does appear the Barcelona coach is a fan of Williams, who turns 23 in July. Gigantes back up the idea in Germany that Flick is advocating for his signing. They say that Flick has already explained his plans for next season and the coming year to Williams over the phone. It seems Barcelona's finances, as is so often the case, will be decisive. Manchester United linked Marc-Andre Ter Stegen set to remain at Barcelona. Manchester United's hopes of signing Marc-Andre Ter Stegen have been dashed, with the goalkeeper expected to remain at Barcelona this summer. The Germany international had been loosely linked with a switch to Old Trafford in recent weeks, amid suggestions he could be seeking more consistent game time away from Spain. However, Spanish outlet Partidazo de Cope, via Footmercado, now reports that Ter Stegen has no intention of leaving Barcelona. The 33-year-old will not consider terminating his contract, and no offer has been accepted by the Catalan club. This news effectively ends any realistic possibility of a move to the Premier League, with United forced to look elsewhere if they wish to reinforce between the posts. Barcelona were said to be exploring the signing of Espanyol's Garcia Jone, fueling speculation that Ter Stegen could be allowed to move on. But this report insists the veteran remains a key part of new manager Hansi Flick's plans. He is expected to start the new campaign as first choice once again. United are expected to be in the market for a goalkeeper this window, with doubts remaining over the long-term future of Andre Onana and the backup options behind him. Last season, Onana endured a torrid debut campaign at Old Trafford. Signed for his ball-playing strengths, the 29-year-old repeatedly faltered under pressure, with poor distribution and decision-making contributing to several damaging results. Rather than elevating United's build-up play, he became a defensive concern throughout the season. The focus may now shift to other targets. Emiliano Martinez is another name that has been recently linked with a move to Old Trafford. The club must also assess internal priorities, particularly with financial fair play considerations likely to shape recruitment strategy this summer. Barcelona are set to announce their first summer signing this Tuesday, marking the official start of Hansi Flick's new era at the club. La Liga giants Barcelona are set to announce their first signing of the summer transfer window at some point on Tuesday. That's according to RAC1, who point towards Joan Garcia as the player in question. Goalkeeper Joan of course took his place center stage in the headlines in the Spanish media once more late last week. This came after widespread confirmation was forthcoming that the aforementioned Barcelona had deposited the 24-year-old's release clause with La Liga. Those of a Blaugrana persuasion, in turn, have since been patiently awaiting an official statement on the part of their club. And as alluded to above, if the latest word stemming from the media is anything to go by, as much should arrive on Tuesday, June 17th. Barca have already paid Joan Garcia's release clause. It is close to 27 million euros, clause plus IPC. The club will announce this payment today. And tomorrow they plan to make the signing of the Espanyol goalkeeper official. Última hora. El Barca ya ha pagat la cláusula de rescissió de Joan Garcia. Sun prop de 27 milions, cláusula plus IPC. El club anunciará aquest pagament avui mateix. Idema te previst fer official el fitxatge del porter de el Espanyol. Nico Williams talks are heating up fast, and with Hansi Flick's full backing, this move could happen very soon. Ter Stegen is staying, a huge win for Barcelona's stability and leadership. And don't forget, the first summer signing will be announced on Tuesday. Who do you think it is? Drop your guesses in the comments. If you're excited for this new era under Hansi Flick, like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a single update.